Got another example here for you guys. So today we're asked to find the volume of the solid formed by integrating x squared and y equals 9 about the x-axis. Okay, so today we're going to use the washer method. So the washer method is given by pi integral from a to b of the outer function squared minus the inner function squared dx. Like I said, we're doing it about the x-axis. Alright, and so we see that if we set these equal to each other, we set these two functions equal to each other, x squared and y equals 9, we get that our bounds should be -3 and 3, but because our function is symmetric, I can let my bounds be 0 and 3. Okay, and then if we look, I have a horizontal line drawn, and so we see we touch y equals 9 and then x squared. So our outer function is y equals 9, 0 to 3, pi. So then we get 9 squared is 81 minus x squared squared is x to the 4th dx. Okay, evaluating this integral, we get 81x on the bounds from 0 to 3 minus 3 to the 5th, x to the 5th over 5 on the bounds from 0 to 3. All of this times pi. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is just substitute in our bounds of integration. So we get 81x, or 81 times 3, minus 0, minus 3 to the 5th over 5, minus 0 to the 5th over 5. This gives me 0. So cleaning this up, we get pi 81 times 3, 0, minus 3 to the 5th over 5, minus 0. Okay, 81 times 3. So a little trick that I like to do, I like to multiply this, and then multiply this, and then add them together. Doing so, I get 3 times 1 gives me 3, and then 80 times 3 gives me 240. 240 times, or plus 3 is 243. So then I get pi 243 minus, and then I know that 3 squared is 27. That's 3 times 3 is 9, times 3 is 27. And then, so 3 to the 4th, again, I'm going to do my little trick. I'm going to do it up here. Clean this up, give myself some space. Okay, so 3 times 7 is 3 times 7 is 21. And then 3 times 20 is 60. So this gives me 81. All right, and then one more time we see we get times 3, we get 243. Okay, 243 over 5. Okay, so the next thing we need to do would be to find a common denominator between these two terms. So I would need to multiply this expression here by 5 to give me a common denominator, and using my little trick again, I get 3 times 5 is 15, 3 times 40, 40 times 5 is 800, no, 200, sorry, 200, and then 200 times 5 is 1,000, 200 times 5 equals 1,000. All right, And then just to verify, I'll do this the long way. 243 times 5. And we get 15, 21, 10, 12, 12, 15. And so if we see, I get 1,000 plus 200 plus 15 gives me 1215. These two match. Okay, so then I get pi. Then I get 12, 15 over 5 minus 243 over 5. Okay, and then again doing a little bit more algebra below, or arithmetic below. 1, 2, 1, 5, 243. I'm going to subtract the 2. This gives me 2. This gives me 11. This gives me 1. I'm going to need to do the same thing so that this gives me 10. I get 7. And I get 8. And I'm going to verify really quick with my calculator. Calculator. 1, 2, 1, 5 minus 2, 4, 3. Whoops. One second. I was off by 100. Nine, giving me 972. Oops, I'll do that in black. 972 over 5 times pi.